We launched this website just 3 days ago, and we're already seeing massive visibility improvements on both Google and AI, and more importantly, we're seeing more phone calls already. All right, so April 9th, that's the day before we launched. We built out a large, massive 50+ page website with lots of depth that goes into all the questions and problems that people have and describe around their homes and businesses. And by the 12th, we were already seeing massive improvements. And so we'll take a look here. And this is just a sample of different sorts of keywords and searches that people might be looking for and how they were ranking. So at the start of this, they had some good rankings here. The ones with the dashes, they were already established top spots. So they're doing great there. However, they are still missing a lot of other opportunities. And that's where we're trying to fill those gaps there and make sure that they have more exposure and more geographic reach at the same time. So just a few days later, any of these that show new, that means that they didn't have any visibility that was really recordable on Google for these sorts of keywords, and now they have some rankings here. And so in this case, number one, concrete lifting near me is that search in Crestwood, and they went from no visibility for that search term to now number one in just a few days. Say these right here, they had some rankings, number three, and they've jumped all the way up to number one. Again, major keywords: commercial concrete raising, best concrete lifting, contractors, and then all these other ones, they weren't ranking for any of these. And now, again, this is just a sample of a variety of keyword searches that could be found, but all of these samples, they are already popping up on the first page of Google. And more importantly, again, seeing phone calls. So we dive into more depth as to how we did this in the case study that follows. But this is just great to see. And ultimately, what we expect to see after this is in the coming couple 3 weeks, they should continue to rise typically. And at that point, it kind of settles out. Then we have a really good baseline of where they're going to kind of fall with the current, rankings. So anytime we launch a new site, it does take a couple of weeks before we really start to get that baseline. But this is exactly the trend that we see over and over again when we put it into our system. It launches almost overnight. It starts moving up in terms of visibility, and you start to see calls coming in quickly, and then it goes from there. So great start, but exactly what we expect.